AI can now build the perfect sweetheart, the right photos, the right words, the right "I miss you" at 11:30 p.m. But behind that charming face is no person, no relationship, and no future. Just a criminal ring using AI to bleed seniors for cash, gift cards, and emergency help. We call this episode AI Sweethearts, Real Theft, True Love. Yeah, right. If you or someone you care about is talking to a special friend online, you need to hear this before the next message lands. In this episode, we're going to rip the mask off AI-powered romance scams targeting seniors. We'll walk through how criminals use fake photos, AI chat, and scripted soulmate conversations to build trust, isolate you from family, and then drain your money. You'll hear a real recent case of a senior who thought they'd finally found someone who, quote unquote, understood them, and how the scammer slowly but surely turned affection into demands for cash, gift cards, and emergency help. We'll break down the exact messages these scammers use, give you word-for-word responses to shut them down, and end with clear steps to take if you or someone you love may already be hooked by an AI sweetheart that actually never existed. Okay, don't get too nervous. We're not going to go into math here or anything like that. If that just upsets you, we're just going to take a fast look at the statistics and the prevalence of romance scams. And just at a very, very high level, you could see from looking at the visuals here that recent statistics highlight a concerning increase in the romance scams affecting individuals globally and leading to significant financial losses for them. In fact, it's billions of dollars are lost due to these scams. Okay? So therefore, it's very important for us to be aware of the situation and the statistics as a background to understanding why we have put together this podcast and what importance does it truly have. Let's begin by talking about how AI helps build the perfect fake sweetheart. First, the photos. Scammers either steal real pictures from the social media or use AI, its tools, to generate faces that look attractive, no awkward angles, no bad lighting, just endlessly polished images. Second, the conversation. They don't have to be charming themselves. AI systems can write messages that sound caring, patient, and perfectly tuned to what you just said. They never get tired because they aren't human. They never run out of things to say. Thirdly, the personal details. Anything you post publicly, where you live, your hobbies, your pets, your politics, your grief, your health, can be fed into AI to craft a so-called soulmate who likes the same things you do and seems to understand your struggles. Number 4, the schedule. They show up when you're most vulnerable, late at night, weekends, holidays. Good morning, beautiful. Thinking of you. I wish I was there with you right now. It feels like honest emotional connection. In reality, it's a script designed to hook you and keep you talking until they pivot to the money. To put this into further context, I believe there's no better way than looking at a real, recent case study that shows how this plays out. And I've changed some of this information to protect confidentiality and privacy, but this is real because we know the person, and it is sad. So let's put it this way then. Let's craft it as a woman in her late 70s, recently widowed, actually recently divorced, but let's get into that, started chatting with a man she met through a simple online game, and then on Facebook. He said he was a widower too. The photos showed a kind-looking man in his early 70s. They bonded over losing their spouses, common problems of sleeping, and unfortunately feeling forgotten by family. Within a couple of weeks, he was using lines like, "I haven't felt this close to anyone in years." And "you're the only one who really understands me." He knew the right things to say because he'd already read her public posts about grief, health issues, and being lonely. And then came his first test of her. He claimed his bank card had a problem while he was traveling. Just a small emergency. Could she send a few $100s by gift cards or a transfer? He promised to pay her back the moment he got home. When she sent the first money and didn't push back, the amounts grew. Suddenly, there were medical bills, then business troubles, then one last trip they'd take together if she could just help with tickets and fees. By the time her adult children figured it out, she had sent him tens of thousands of dollars. And the man in the photos? Completely fake, either stolen or AI generated. The relationship existed only to turn her pain and loneliness into a revenue stream. This is the pattern. Fast, emotional intimacy, constant validation, then a slow drip of escalating financial emergencies. Let's start to discuss when so-called love is certainly a scam. And there are a series of red flags that you should be aware of. The first one is they won't do a real-time video call or meet in a normal place. There's always a reason. Broken cameras, bad connections, work overseas, security concerns, weeks or months of talking, but never a clean, live video chat where you can actually see and hear them clearly. Red flag 2. They rush intimacy within days or a couple of weeks, if you can believe it. They're talking soulmates, marriage, planning the rest of our lives together, moving in. I'm sorry. But real relationships never skip and cannot skip all the steps in the middle. The third red flag, of course, is money. And money starts showing up in the conversation, usually as an emergency. A frozen account, a delayed check, a sick child, a business deal that's almost done if they can just get over one last hurdle. They ask for gift cards, wire transfers, crypto, or you moving money for them. That is not romance. That is called money laundering or theft. The fourth flag is involving secrecy and isolation. They complain about your family being nosy or not understanding. They tell you not to tell anybody. Okay? They are not going to understand what's going on. Don't ruin this by involving other people. They would just be jealous. And that's exactly what abusers and scammers do. Separate you from anyone who might call out the lie. If you see these patterns together, no real video, fast intimacy, money talk, and secrecy, you are not in love. You are in a financial operation with a script. You don't have to memorize every type of scam in every situation. You just have to follow a certain set of very simple rules and let the scammers just bounce off them. Rule 1, no money, no loans, no exceptions. If someone you met online asks you for money, gift cards, cryptocurrency, or for you to move money for them, the answer is simple. No. I don't care how sweet the messages have been. I don't care how many months you've talked. Real partners don't start the relationship by draining your savings. Rule 2, no secrets from family, ever. If they say, don't tell your kids, don't tell your friends, or because they would not understand what we have, that's not romance, that's control. Again, any relationship that can't survive daylight and honest conversation with someone you trust is not worth keeping. The third rule, involves a video call or it isn't real. Seeing the person. If they refuse to do a clean, live video call where you can clearly see and hear them, you treat the entire relationship as absolutely unproven. Excuses about cameras, connections, or security reasons are standard scammer lies. The fourth rule, it's pretty simple, 4 rules. Big decisions need always a second opinion. Before you send money, share banking details, change your will, add someone to a deed, or make them a beneficiary. Someone else gets a say. A child, a sibling, a trusted friend, a lawyer. If this sweetheart doesn't want you to get their input, that tells you exactly what they're after. You don't have to memorize. You just have to be aware and follow the rules. Now comes, I guess, the hardest part of our discussion. What if you're already in deep? Maybe you've lied to your family to keep the relationship going. Maybe you know deep down inside something is off, but you don't want to face it. Here's what you do. Here are the steps. The first step is right now, today, you stop sending money. No matter what story they tell you, no one last time. No just until my check clears. No loan, etc. You hit the brakes. Step 2, save everything that you have gotten through this relationship. Do not delete the messages out of embarrassment. Save the texts, emails, chat logs, so forth, because this becomes evidence. And this evidence can help your bank and law enforcement to assist you in your situation. Step 3, talk to someone you trust. Pick one person, a child, a sibling, close friend, so forth, and tell them exactly what's happening, okay? Even though, yes, you're going to feel uncomfortable, you do it anyway. Having another pair of eyes on this is how you break the spell and make a plan. Continuing with our rules, or our steps, I should say, regarding if you're in too deep. Okay? The fourth step is calling your bank or card companies. Use the phone numbers on the back of your cards, on your statements only. Nothing that has been given to you by the scammer. Tell them you may have been scammed. Ask what can be reversed, what can be blocked, and what monitoring or alerts they can turn on. And finally, the fifth step is report it as you've been advised. Depending on where you live, that may include local police, national fraud, or elder abuse hotlines. Our point is, we're not trying to punish anybody. It's to create a record to protect you from being targeted again, and sometimes help others avoid the same trap. If you're listening to this and realizing that might be me, this is your exit ramp. You are not stupid, and you're not alone. You were targeted on purpose. The smartest thing now, obviously, that you can do is to stop, speak up, and protect whatever you have left. Fake love will keep asking for more. Real love will help you walk away. AI can very easily fake love now. It can fake photos, fake chats, fake I miss you, even fake tears. What it can't fake is your rules that you have. You decide no money, no secrets, no relationship that can't survive a video call and a second opinion from someone you trust. If you hear yourself in any part of this episode, do not disappear into shame, please. Shame is exactly what the scammers are counting on. Talk to someone you trust. Put them by your phone and your computer, these rules. It's so important. And if you know a senior who is chatting with a special friend online, send them this episode. Don't tiptoe around the situation. Tell them straight, I care about you too much to watch you get taken by a picture and a script. True love, yeah, right. This is what we hope we have discussed with you today in detail and have given you the information so that you do not fall into these situations. As we say in our channel, information plus knowledge equals senior power, and we hope that we have provided you with it. Use it and help somebody else use it. The next episode is a deep dive into technical support scams. Oh boy, this is incredible. It is a so-called gateway scam, since once they control the device, they can hit your bank's email, Medicare, everything. So I think you'll find it very worthwhile, and we look forward to seeing you there. In the interim, please hit the subscribe, the like, and share buttons. And again, until then, take care.